Hello, this is NinjaBob. Welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video. This is Trophy Town. It's the middle of the night, but the moon is going down, the sun will be up soon, and it will be time to go and do some more work in Trophy Town and start working on a new monument. But before we do that, I thought we'd pay a quick visit. This is the bed and breakfast, by the way. This is where visitors to my world come and stay when they first join. I think they spawn in somewhere over there, just behind my train station. But this is somewhere they can come and stay, get something to eat. Oh, let's have a bit of cake actually while I'm here. And there's some other food back there as well, I think. And these are some beds. I don't think we've got any visitors at the moment, except for possibly, yes, Anfield Angel is our one visitor. I think these are her dogs. Toe Jam and Orange Peel have also stayed here, but I think they've well, Orange Peel, we've seen his house before. It's over there in the desert, and I think Toe Jam's got himself a house set up somewhere around here. He's got himself a tree house. I think perhaps we'll go and find that at some point. Oh, hello. No, you're not welcome. I'm sorry, but beasties are not welcome in the Ninja Paradise bed and breakfast. It's for friendly friends only, I'm afraid. No beasties. Mr. Creeper, you're okay. I thought the Creeper was going to come over here. He's most definitely not welcome around my house. Anyway. Yeah, we saw my doggies down there. Let's go and say a quick hello to the doggies. How you doing, doggies? Jackie, Bruce, Jean-Claude, Chuck, Jet. Oh, you all huddled in the corner together. You having a gossip? What are you two up to? Knock it off. Come on. Don't make me go and get a bucket of cold water. You behave yourselves, you two. So anyway, yeah, there's my doggies. They won't be coming with me today. It will just be me and Brian again. We'll be heading over to Trophy Town to work on a new monument, a new building dedicated to one of the trophies that we got in the original Trophy Challenge. That's what this series is all about, is making these buildings. We're going to do that with Brian. There's Brian. Hello, Brian. How are you, sir? Are you doing okay? Oh, I'm glad we're friends again. Me and Brian fell out a couple of episodes ago because I forgot to take him with me, and he wasn't best pleased with me. But I think we're back. We're friends again. He's yeah, he seems happy enough to see me. This is Steve and Cassandra. Steve, how you doing, mate? You've done something different again, haven't you? I can't quite make out what it is you've done. Have you combed your hair the opposite way, maybe? Looks kind of different. Cassandra, hello, Cassandra. How are you? Are you two still getting along? Yeah. Yeah, you happy? Oh, you're turning your back on each other. Things not good. Oh, I'm sure you guys will work it out. Can I just shove you back over there? There you go. You're a lovely couple. Come on, whatever your problems are, I'm sure you can settle your differences. Just have a little chat. You'll be fine. Anyway, meantime, me and Brian have got some work to do. First thing I need to do, actually, where is that? Oh, I picked up a bit of glass because I noticed. I'm not quite sure what's happened. I don't know whether maybe it was these two arguing. Perhaps it got a bit heated, but I think one of them's broken one of my window panes. So let me fix that. What have we got here? We've got zombie flesh on us. We don't need that, so let's get rid of that. What we do need to do in today's episode, we've got most things we need already over at Trophy Town waiting for us, but I need a little bit of dye. We are going to need some colour today. We are going to do some stuff with wool, but the dye is actually for some clay. We're going to use stained clay. I've not used stained clay since the update, so this will be a bit of a first for me. Let me think. I'm going to need black, I think, and yellow, and orange, and brown. Yeah, I think that'll do. I don't know if it's anywhere near enough. I've not counted that out at all. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. It's probably way too much, if the truth be told. But we'll soon find out. It's Huey, Dewey and Louie. How you doing, boys? How you doing? Where are you? Oh, you're tucked in the corner there. You got any eggs for me? No? Nothing? Ugh. So selfish. I'll come back later. Huey, Dewey and Louie are my chickens, and they do actually give me quite a lot of eggs, to be fair to them, so I shouldn't be too ungrateful. It looks like the sun's all the way up now, so hopefully the beasties are behaving themselves. Brian, where are you? Are you here? Are you with me? I'll wait for you to catch me up. Oh, that sounded like you. No? What are you doing at the window? You're no good to me there. Come on. We've got to go over to Trophy Town. We're going to start our next building. So let me tell you about the next building. The next building is dedicated to the third trophy that I ever got in the Trophy Challenge series. And that was a trophy called benchmarking. And that's for creating a crafting table. Now, I wasn't quite sure what to do for this one. I contemplated a couple of different ideas. I didn't want to do a whole crafting table because that would be a bit big. I think to make it look right, it would have to be enormous, actually. I And let's face it, what can I do with a crafting table building? There's not a lot you can do inside of it, really. So what I've decided to do is to do a full-size crafting table, but I'm going to sink it into the ground. We have reached a point in the in Trophy Town along Bronze Boulevard where we'd hit a bit of a hill. So I've decided to sink it into the hill. But I'll show you that in a second. First of all, the first thing we need to do is add somebody to the tribute trail. Today we are going to be adding the Mighty Nate. The Mighty Nate is someone who's been following me on YouTube for a little while now. He's also added me on the PlayStation Network, and he's just a real nice supportive guy. He's always sending me friendly messages. He was the first to congratulate me when I got my 100th subscriber, and he's just been really supportive all the way along. So the Mighty Nate, or Nathan, as I think that's your real name, I want to thank you very much for watching. I want to thank you for all your support and welcome you to the Tribute Trail. So on we go. This is Trophy Town. This is the Tribute Trophy Town, I should say. This is the Tribute Trail. This is the Watery Welcome. There's my dragon egg up there, and we are going over to Bronze Boulevard. Bronze Boulevard so far is populated by my taking inventory trophy map building shop thing, my giant getting wood log tree farm, which is doing quite well for itself. Thank you very much. Got one of each tree in here and a little chest underneath, which has got all of the logs and everything that I've managed to farm from there. I must admit, I don't use this for a lot of farming. It's mostly for effect, but it looks good though, doesn't it? I must admit, I'm really pleased with this one. Really pleased with this building. But the third building, the third trophy that we're going to go for, or the third monument for the trophies that we're going to go for, is coming over here, and we're going to do it for the benchmarking trophy, which you get for making a crafting table. And you can see here I've been busy already. I've got myself a bunch of materials already ready. We've got some hardened clay already in place, which, if you don't know, that you do that by putting your clay into a furnace. So let's just do we'll do a little bit more. I think I need a little bit more than I've already made, so we'll put that into there. And I'll show you where that's going to go in a little while. First of all, though, we need to get started on the main building itself. Let's get this last stack into here. The building is going to go just over here into this space here, and essentially it's going to look like a giant crafting table, but we're going to sink it into the ground, like I say, into this sort of hill. What I need to do, really, I could do with having that crafting table over next to me, so I've got something to refer to. I think I mentioned in my last video, I'm not great at planning these things out, to be honest. I've got the rough idea of what I want to do, and I've got a pretty good idea of exactly where I want it to be, but yeah, I'm gonna have to sort of. I'm not making it up as I go along. I mean, I know roughly what it needs. It needs to look like that, basically. Let's see. Let's start with the wall. I think we'll do black wall around the outside edges. Yeah, let's do that. And I think what I've done is I've put these torches in the outside corners, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall. Did I decide? Let's have a quick look at this. So we're going to go 1, 2. No, I was going to do 4 tall. So I'll go on 1, 2 minutes. See, I told you I don't plan these things out. I really should. These videos would probably be a lot easier to watch if I actually planned these things out. But never mind. Right, so we're going to go 4 tall. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Yes, that's perfect. So that brings us up to the level of the hill. So this is sort of the outline. I don't know how convincing this is going to look. I don't know whether it will actually look like it's sunk into the ground, but that's the idea. I want it to look like there's a giant crafting table here that's sort of been pushed into the ground. In this corner it needs to be slightly taller because the hill drops down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're the 4 corners. We can't really do the top edge until we've done the wall. So let's do the walls next. Actually, we should mark out the middle. Let's have a quick look here, actually. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... oh, I've forgotten how wide this thing is. 16 wide. So if I go... so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. So that's the middle. So let's go and have a look at this crafting table here. What do you think? I'm thinking jungle wood for the top because it's got that sort of orangey look, and probably birch in those corners there, but I think around the edges it's probably safer just to go for oak. So as you can see here, if you've seen my previous episodes, you've probably got a rough idea of how this whole world is laid out. This is Bronze Boulevard, which is dedicated to the bronze trophies, and the Golden Mile was opposite, and Silver Street is going to go that way. I was going to just go in a straight line in this direction, but it occurred to me after I'd finished the last episode that I've got 11 bronze trophies that I've got to make buildings for, and it's these buildings are pretty big. I mean, they're getting bigger by the... I mean, this one's going to be even bigger than the last. So I'm going to run out of space pretty quickly. Or at least I'm going to end up going miles in that direction. I'm going to have nothing there and nothing there. And it just seemed like a bit of a waste of space. So I've decided to sort of expand a little bit. I put a bit of a junction into Bronze Boulevard. So it goes left a bit, goes right a bit. And, I've been kicked offline again. Bear with me. And we're back in the game. Sorry about that. It's... if you've been following my Sky Island series, was it Sky Island? No, it was in Trophy Town that happened to me last time. Perhaps it's Trophy Town that's the problem. I keep getting kicked offline. I'm not quite sure what the problem is, but I'm on my own today. There's nobody joining me in the video, so it's no big deal if I'm not online. So we're okay. We are going to get round and put some oak down the rest of this thing. So I think... yeah, that's working. I'm quite happy with that. So let's move across to the next side. I've lost track of what I was saying now. What I was saying was... nope, I don't know. So this is going to be a giant crafting table. And we're going to try and make it look, I think from the outside, as much like a real crafting table as we possibly can. So we're going to use wood rather than anything else. I am going to put glass in the roof though, so it's got some natural light. But then I've also got a bit of an idea for what the inside's going to look like. And I don't want to spoil the surprise, but that's what the clay is for. That's why I'm making the hardened clay, and that's why I brought all the dye with me. And hopefully I'm going to do something slightly more fancy, slightly more interesting on the inside. But we shall get to that shortly. Let's get the outside done first. Again, I've not planned fully exactly how this is all going to work out, so I've no idea if I'm going to be able to get this done in an episode or whether it's going to take a couple, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do as much as I possibly can in one episode. Apart from anything else, in between episodes, I've mostly been playing down in the Nether. I don't know if you're aware, but in the TU19 update, they have added wither skeletons, and they've also added the wither, which you can spawn in by collecting wither skeleton skulls. So what I've been doing in between videos is going down to the Nether and fighting with the wither skeletons and collecting skulls. And I'm hoping that at some point I'm going to get to have a fight with a wither. And in order to do that, I need to collect 3 of the skulls. And I'm thinking that I might do that on video. I'm not going to go around collecting the skulls on video because I've got to be honest, if you've done it, you'll know it's unbelievably tedious. You can kill 20, 30 skeletons and not see a single skull. So me running around the fortress the whole time it'll get pretty boring. But I think the actual fight with the wither will be pretty cool to watch. And I've never actually had a fight with a wither before. I've never done it before. I've only ever played the PlayStation version, really. So I'm only really familiar with what's been in the PlayStation, and the wither has only just been added to the PlayStation. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty new experience for me, or a completely new experience for me, and one that I thought I might do on video, which isn't really... like I said, that doesn't really fit in with the rest of the series. That's not what this series was going to be about. It was going to be about these monuments. But I thought it might make an interesting diversion to go and do that in a future episode. And I might do it, depending on how quickly we get this thing done, I might do it in the next episode. We will see. We will see. However, it's getting dark, and I don't want to try and take on the beasties while doing this, so I'm going to go and sleep. I'll leave Brian outside patrolling. Brian will patrol and keep the creepers away. So let's have a quick sleep, and I will see you in the morning. Oh, it's morning already. Hello, Brian. Oh, you seem very happy this morning. Wow, you are restless. Did you have a busy night? Were there a lot of creepers around? I hope you dealt with them. Let's have a quick look, make sure there's nothing around that's going to cause me any trouble. Now, I have just run out of oak. So I'm going to have to run back to my house and collect the oak. So rather than doing that on video, I'm going to cut ahead and we'll be right back. There we go, we've got a few more stacks of oak. I probably don't need anywhere near that much. What it is I did bring as much oak as I thought I would need, but I just before I started recording I extended the path out, and I'd forgotten that I've extended the path out, which used a load of oak and spruce. So I'm probably going to run out of spruce as well, actually, but we'll worry about that when we get there. Let's see, we need to build up here and get up on top. There we go, and let's see if we can get the next couple of rows done. What I'd like to try and do before the end of the video is get the roof done, so that it at least looks like a crafting table from the outside, and then maybe in the next episode we'll just concentrate on the inside. And that's, like I say, I'm going to use all the clay for that. And I don't really want to ruin the surprise, actually. I don't really want to tell you what I'm going to do on the inside, but I'm going to keep with the theme. It's all about crafting. It's all about making a crafting table, which is what you get the trophy for. So there you go. There's our walls. Now then, let's go back down and see if we can get a bit of inspiration from our real crafting table. what we need is we need to get rid of the top row, because the top row needs to be black. I can see that from there. So let's get rid of these. Have I brought enough black wool up here with me? I bet I haven't. Let's have a quick look. I should have enough for this wall, but let's have a look. And oh no, I did bring another stack with me, so we should be good to go. Let's go along here and work our way across. Now I'm gonna stop there because I won't bother placing anything there, because we're gonna do something slightly different around the sides. Which, if I show you, I'll go back down to the crafting table in a minute and show you the design, and hopefully it will make sense. But what we need to do, actually, we'll just fill it out and we'll dig it away afterwards if we have to. That's probably easier. So we'll go around the top like this. And yeah, what we'll do is we'll just try and get the top looking right. And part of the reason I wanted to build this into the hill, to be honest, was so that you could go up on the hill and look down and see the top of this. Otherwise it'd be a little bit wasted. It'd just look like a big wooden building. Otherwise from down there it wouldn't really look like anything. So in order to make it look like, or to be able to recognise it as a giant crafting table, I thought it'd be handy if you could actually see the top. So that's why I decided to sink it into this hill. So just get this last row done, and then we'll start working outwards, and we'll start from the corners. And I think we're going to have to grab our birch and our jungle wood. Let's just go down here and remind myself. Yep, so we're going to leave a gap like this, and then a gap like this, and at that point we need to go and get our birch. So where's our birch? Down here in the chest. We are also going to need jungle wood, and we are also going to need the glass. There we go. Let's go back up here. Let's get these things into our hotbar so we can see what we're doing. We'll keep the birch there, we'll keep the jungle there. There we go, we've got everything we need now. So there we go, birch, birch and birch, and then in that last gap there we put our last bit of black wool, and then we repeat that pattern in each corner. The black goes there, that's right, and then we go 1, 2 and 3 and put the last, oops, that's wrong, and put the last bit of black wool just there. And hopefully you can start to see it take shape now. I think it's going to be a fairly faithful recreation of what a crafting table actually looks like. I don't think it'll take too much imagination to be able to recognise it, is what I'm saying. I am going to pretty much copy it. Like I say, I think the fancy bit, the bit where we're going to use our creativity and our imaginations is going to be on the inside. That's where we're going to do something a little bit different, a little bit fancy. Right, so let's get rid of that. I didn't mean to put that there. So that's the corners done. Then what we want to do then is get our jungle wood and go along the outsides here. This would have been a lot easier to do from the outside. Let's do it. Let's go back out here and around and up we go. I think we want, let's just double check, I think it's 2 rows. Yep, 2 rows. Brian, would you mind coming up here and help me? Standing there, you're blocking my view, I can't see what I'm doing. Right, so let's go along here and place, there's 2 rows along, all the way along that way, and then we do 2 rows all the way along this way. Oh, I've just realised I'm going to need brown wool next. Or I could use spruce. Shall I use spruce? I think I've brought some spruce with me. Perhaps I will, actually. I think I'll use spruce just to keep it all wooden on the outside. And we'll use wool. See, I don't know if spruce is dark enough. Spruce planks, they are definitely the darkest plank, but I don't know if they're dark enough. What we'll do is we'll get the jungle wood down, and then we'll go and have a quick look at the actual crafting table again, and just remind ourselves what it looks like, and then we'll make a decision. Let's see, last row of jungle coming up now. So we go 1, 2, 1, 2. Please don't run out of jungle wood. Please tell me I brought more with me. Yes, I did. There we go. So there's our last 2 rows of jungle wood coming up. How's it looking, Brian? Is it looking good, mate? What do you think? Oops, do you think I can't place blocks properly? Yeah, me too. I think that's what I don't know what it is. I'm trying to rush. That is exactly what the problem is. I'm trying to go as fast as I can so that we can get this thing finished. Looking at that, I think it would work either way. I have brought brown wool with me, but I have brought spruce with me as well. Okay, decisions. I'm going to go for spruce. Let's do it. Let's go for spruce. And let's go back over here. And we should be more or less done once we've done this, because what we're going to do is we're going to, like I said, we're going to have some windows in the top of this thing to let some natural light in. So let's see if we can get this, where we go, spruce, there we go, 1, Yeah, that's definitely dark enough. That looks quite nice actually, the contrast between the different wood types, and in fact that means I've used all 4 wood types in this particular build. So yeah, no, I'm glad I made that decision. That was definitely the right thing to do. I think it would have worked with brown. I think you could have done this whole thing in wool, or maybe even stained clay if we wanted to. But I think I wanted to keep it authentic from the outside. I wanted to make it look like the real thing, at least from the outside, and then, like I say, we'll be a bit more creative on the inside in the next episode. But let's see if we can just get this thing finished. Let's think, what's the best way to do this? Let's go round here, and we'll crouch, lean back, and then we should be able to go 1, 2, there we go, that's working perfectly. So it's looking a bit bare on the inside at the moment, but like I say, we're going to fill that all in the next episode. But first, if we can just get these last couple of rows done, this shouldn't take long now. I've got my glass with me as well, and hopefully you'll see now, it should be pretty obvious where I'm going to place my glass to finish this thing off and to make it look like a bit of a crafting table. Let's see, 1, 2, what we got? 4 more left to go. Here we go, 1, 2, and 3 and 4. It's starting to get dark again, so let's see if we can get this done before it gets dark. Our glass is going in here, and these will be like skylights, but they're laid out in the exact pattern of a real crafting table, so I think from a bit of a distance it should be pretty obvious what it is. All we need to do is get the inside lit up. Perhaps that's what we'll do actually, seeing as it's getting dark. I'll go and drop some torches or glowstone or something on the inside, just so that when we get a bit of distance on this, we get to see what it looks like. So let's get these last couple of bits of glass in. There we go, 3, 4, and last corner, 1, 2, 3. And before I do that, let's drop inside, place the last block, and right, I think I've got glowstone on me. Let's have a quick look. Yes, I do. So let's just stick, let's say, stick 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. That should light it up sufficiently. Now if we go on the outside, let's go up the hill and have a quick look, and hopefully this will look a bit like a crafting table. There we go, ready, 3, 2, 1. Hey, ta-da! That looks pretty good, doesn't it? I think so. I quite like that glass roof as well. I think that looks pretty nice, the glass roof on there. So what we'll do is, in the next episode, I need to do some finishing touches around the outside to make it look a bit, if you look around the edges here, you can see there's these little patterns around the outside. So I need to finish those patterns around the outside, but mostly in the next video we will be working on the inside of our crafting table. Anyway, in the meantime, I'm going to thank you very much for watching, and me and my friend Brian here, hello Brian, me and Brian, we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!